My southern opinion. We are back. To all my subscribers, thank you for rocking with me. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I will be bringing you battle rap recaps, predictions, reviews, breakdowns, all things battle rap related. Today, and I got a special treat for y'all. URL app dropped the first battle off the Seattle Born Legacy Seattle card, Northwest Division. This is fire. The whole room is, let me just say that the whole crowd boosted this battle up. This crowd was off the chain. You look at some of the top crowds URL done had, and this wasn't even a big room, but man, everybody in the room is huge battle rap fans. They making a lot of noise. Every line they showing love. This was a great battle. I'm going to get right into this. I got the whole breakdown, starting with round one. Jada Nightwing starts off with, they gave me more shit for stumbling than they gave you for giving up. That's just how he started it off. Danny Myers loves the culture so much. Speaking on it like you the dad who raised it. Fire. And it was just a nice little old setup before he said that. Excuse him for being tired. He missed the graduation. Now I know this is like an 8-bar setup saying how he got tired on Gnome 11 and didn't even spit the third round. You still show up. No, he say even though I may stumble, whatever, I still show up. I give a good, I give a good battle every time. You, on the other hand, you overbook for battles. And what's a god to a king? He was talking to him like, you be doing this and that, and you don't have to answer to the crowd. And basically saying like, I got to answer for, I got to live up to the stuff I do, and I got to face the consequences for stuff I do. You vets, y'all can do stuff and get away with it. Then he had a bar. It was like a 4-bar setup where they ended with all Gucci. It was fire. Then he say, y'all believe in a perpendicular universe. And had a bar ending with, he had like another 4-bar setup and ended with crossroads. Next, he had about 8 bars going in. Then it said, dance with the devil. Then he hit him with the stop playing with me. Stop playing. He said, stop playing with me, Freckles. It was fire the way he set it up. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, the crowd giving love to everything. He said, in a parallel universe, Nightwing is Superman. He said, you got tired in the middle of your round. What's up with that? It's like being lazy on Christmas. You got the present. You just ain't get the rap. Now that's fire, man. I may have said it wrong. I may have messed it up, But basically saying like, he's still talking about Gnome 11, how you didn't even rap your third round. Then he say, what did you get for choking? It didn't really hurt you none when you choke. Talking about the Stewie Newton or the Gnome 11. But he said they gave me ultimate madness because of it. That was fire. Now he ended it with a pardon me. And then he kind of flipped the slogan. He said, you already on the ground with this shit. It's Whack MC. Gonna give you 2 more rounds to forget. King. Now here comes Danny Myers. Danny Myers start this mug off with rebuttals. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 that I had said, they got a nice little crowd reaction. So Danny Myers started it off when he rebutted Black Eye with the crossroads. If you've seen the video, you know the old man, the Reaper touch him and his eyes turn black. Also, he said, your girl, she look kind of good. She cute. And I knew I was going to fuck. That's why I had to rap it, Danny Myers with the rebuttals, man. Then he hit him with the Gnome 11. He was saying something about Gnome 11, how he let his fans down. Leading into that bar, he was saying like Predator healing himself. Predator healing himself in the bathroom. Something like Blue. Predator healing himself. Then he had another 4 bars where he said 8 R's. And I can't really say it how he said it because it was too much going on. You know Danny Myers, he be rapping. Then he had one where he said mechanical pencil. Then he had a mean ass haymaker when he said, you'll be left dead with your eyes open. You'll be sleepless in Seattle. I'm talking sleepless in Seattle. Now that was fire. And it broke the room. Next he said parachute out the night wing like DB Cooper. Y'all know DB Cooper in that plane ride. They could never find his body. Moving on. He hit him with gun stick. He said gun stick to your gums like polygrip. Fire. Then he hit him with sinuate. He was something I got 8 bullets and something I sinuate. Sinuate. Fire, man. All this is with rapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you know Danny Myers. He got in his own. Then he said, for hip hop to be an expression. No, he said you nonchalant for hip hop to be an expression. Talking about, Jada Nightwing, how he's so quiet and how he start off his rounds. That was fire. Then he hit him with the I got the cheaper strap. I got the pro wing. That was fire. Next thing you know, he hit him with Domefield. Seattle get you killed. Or Seattle get you killed. Seattle. It's fire, man. It was he hit him with them triple entendres and shit like that, man. Very fire. Then he hit him with his patented parallel universe, and it ended with automatic. That's how he ended the round. Round 1, it's a toss up. You can go either way. Like I say, this is a classic. Every round is a classic. Round 2, Jada Nightwing hit him with parallel universe. That's just a coincidence for you to say. That just a parallel universe is something you say something in coincidence. Also, he's like, man, you killed 50 of your family members for a bar. Then he started making fun of the way, he does his parallel universe and how he'll say something happened to a family member every time he say it. He was making fun of him. He say, you got into it with some Cedar Crips. Now they never bark again. Fire, you know what I'm saying? After that, he hit him with I'm Samoan. I don't even parallel park. No, he said I'm Samoan. I don't even believe in parallel parking. That was fire, and it set the room off. Then he said, you got known main event to. He said you was known main event to main event with the night. That was fire. Then he said proper squeeze triggers. Then he say basically making fun of the way Danny talk. He's saying you such a thug. He say he was making fun of him, man. He was like something I can't really. He was saying like Crips are too powerful. And I'm such a thug, but he was making fun of the way Danny Myers talk, man. You know, California niggas, they talk real proper. You know what I'm saying? They must be saying the most hood stuff, but it's gonna come out proper. Then he said, he had a nice little old haymaker where he said, "Become the sun." Like in the beginning, God gave his only son, became the son. But he had said it something like that. You know what I'm saying? It was a fire bar. Then he hit him with another 6 bars leading with Beauty of It. Then he said final form. I'm not even in my final form till my pants get pulled up. That was fire. And then he ended it with shoot you something with the, no, he said I give you the 4th round. That's because you're going to have an IV next to him. That was fire. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the 1 and then the V. That's for 4. So, you know, you got the IV next to you. Fire, man. Next, we going into Danny Myers. Danny Myers start off with a mean-ass rebuttal again. He hit him with the rebuttal for final form. He said that your girl like me, and I was telling, man, forget that joke. Forget that joke. She knew I wasn't in my final form until my pants got pulled down. That was fire, man. Then he hit him with you a mechanic. He hit him with a mean mechanic angle and how you fix stuff. But he ended it with, I'll drive your mama car into your sister's car and make you fix it. Then Danny Myers gets into a zone where he say, I used to sell weed back when a joint will get you 5 years. I started off with 20 pounds like a newborn Samoan. Man, look at here. Look at here. That there right there set the room off. There was a big haymaker, and it set the whole room on fire. Next, he hit him with the Men in Black Agent J. Next thing you know, he hit him with a Fisher Price bar. Then he hit him with an Eddie Kane hit him with an Eddie Kane for nights like this. Something like, you know what I mean? Something along those lines. Then he hit him with a Dark Knight. He had a bar ending with Dark Knight. Then he say the bitch will be in the front like Maybach music. Then he said I pushed the button and swing you around on a push chair. Something along those lines, but it was fire. Then he hit him with I was champion of the year. I won 12 in a row. I lost 1 battle. And then I lose 1 battle to Gnome, and then you want to say I blew it? Well, then he kind of referenced that to a gun. Like I had a shot. I caught you in my view, and then I blew it. And then he also said something about Real Sick. When I let off these 2 rounds, just like Real Sick, I didn't have to hit you with a 3rd round. Fire, man. Next, we got 3rd round. Jada Nightwing, he said, third. Oh, he was talking about his shoes. Something about 1. Then he said size 1s. Like, Samoan infant baby come out bigger than other babies. Then he hit him with a mean ass bar. That nigga said, I'll shut you up like Coco Melon. Man, look at here. I got 3 kids. I know what Coco Melon is. And anybody in the room who got kids, they know what that is. So that kind of set the room off. Then the nigga said, little nigga, you in the front like you going up the street. You know, you put kids in their back seat in they chair. But if you going up the street, it's like, man, fuck it. Come on, little nigga, ride up front. That was fire, man. Then he had a Vicky bar. You knew that was coming. Then he said something about trial run. After another little 4-bar setup, he had trial run. Then he said, nice to say, irresponsible. Then Jada Nightwing really gets in his bag to where he start talking to Danny Myers, man. Basically bigging him up and telling him, like, man, you a vet. And you a Mount Rushmore. Why are you taking all these battles? And you taking too many battles. And, like, he was really talking to him. Then he he going into a nice little old, like, he going in and out of pocket. He really talking to him. I'm talking about he talking to him, telling him what he is to the culture and what he mean to the culture. And you could tell he's a fan of Danny Myers by the way he was talking to him. He was bigging him up and he was talking to him at the same time. Then out of nowhere, he left a bar open for Stewie Newton to jump in. Stewie Newton jumps in and has one of the craziest bars of the night, man. He said something about Beasley, URL. And then he said, he had a bar where he said something about need URL. Had the whole room going crazy. Then he said something about Beasley and URL. And he said, oh, you thought I wasn't going to do King of the Dot and URL? Joke's on you. And that's how it ended. Now we got Danny Myers' third round. Danny Myers' third round, man. He just goes and ends a classic the way a classic should be ended. Danny Myers' third round. Danny Myers, he said he started off with another rebuttal. He looked at Stewie Newton, was like, I'm glad you're here. Now we can run it back. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Then he hit him with, you get your ass whooped by K Philosophy. He had a bar with that. You know, K Philosophy beat him on the riot. And also he had another bar where he said, back and forth, you see me on these cars back and forth so much you getting hypnosis. Man, look at here. That was fire. Then he hit him with I'm old school, where he say something about pick and people let it be on their phones. I'm old school. I rode with the Polaroid. Then he said something about the green lights on you on this the Born Legacy, the trailer. They said they put the green light on you. Then he said another, I'm from the old school. We used to put crack under our tongue. I'm talking rock on. You could hear the rock in my voice. Fire, man. Then he said you choke verse Riggs, and they didn't want to air the footage. URL hid the footage. I choke verse Stewie Newton, and I requested it. Basically letting them know like it's a difference, man. I'm here for the culture. If I do bad, I'm gonna post my battle. You know what I'm saying? Then he hit him with the King to a God. He really hit him with that. He had a King to a God like the Conway album. That was fire. That's a fire ass album, by the way. Then he hit him with the Mad Kings version. And I'm just going to say we ended like that. He ended it with the King James version. You know, he had a little more, but this is what I got out of it. This is a fire battle. Both these gentlemen won. I don't see a loser. Both their stocks going up. Danny Myers, you gave us another one. Danny Myers, you gave us another one. Jada Nightwing and Danny Myers is a straight up classic. You think about all the classic battles we had this year. This is one of those. This has easily got to be in the top 5 maybe for this year. This was better than any battle that you seen on that Rare Breed last card Max Out 2. Not throwing no shots. Just my personal opinion. This battle was fire. This battle is up there in the clouds. It is worth $8. This Born Legacy event, it looked like it's going to be fire because it's the first battle off the card. And this crowd, this Seattle crowd, man, y'all out there showing love. This is the energy from this crowd really made this battle an awesome battle, man. It's, like I say, one of the top contenders. So this is the recap of Danny Myers versus Jada Nightwing. I really enjoyed it. I think y'all really enjoy it too. Go on and pay that $8. Quit being cheap because it's definitely worth it this month. This is my Southern opinion. Thank you for watching. It's your boy Eddie Steady. Until next video, you know the slogan. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, man, hook 'em up.